Hey guys, welcome back to the Pitera channel, and today we are on board the amazing Carnival Mardi Gras. Now this is going to be a great tour of the Mardi Gras in all of the passenger activity levels, such as your bars, your restaurants, show lounges, etc. Unlike a lot of ships, the restaurants and open areas on this ship are on deck 6, 7, and 8, and then all the way up above on deck 16 on the Lido deck. We're going to start off on deck number 8. And unlike most tours, we're not going to start out in the Atrium level. I'll show you why in just a couple seconds. But before we start, make sure you click that subscribe button, click the little bell notification, that way YouTube will let you know every time we upload a brand new video. Also, for the latest cruise news and to know whenever we put up a new video without having to wait for the notification, send me a text with the word cruise to 305-574-9213. It's totally free and you can opt out at any time. So right now we are on deck 8. We are in the very front of the ship, and we're going to start out with the Chabang's restaurant. Chabang's is your Asian American food. It is included with the price of your voyage. However, reservations are suggested.
For the Chinese?
You can make your reservations in advance on carnival.com. There are also reservations available once you get on the ship, but it's strongly recommended to get the times that you want to make your reservations in advance. We'll look at the kitchen real quick. You see your nice, fresh Asian food. Again, this is deck 8, forward. Next, we're going to come into the Grand Central area of the cruise ship. But before that, let's check out the Havana Bar. Now, most of you, if you've cruised with Carnival before on one of the later ships, you know that the Havana Bar is usually on the back of the ship in the aft portion. Here it is located in the forward area. This area really comes alive at night. The entire guests upon the ship are welcome to come into the Havana Bar. But if you are actually booked in a Havana suite, you actually have access to the private Havana area outside as well. So let's go take a look. You must have your wristband to show you're in Havana suite to get into this area. On a lot of the doors here on the Mardi Gras, you actually have to push a button in order to get in or out. And this is the Havana Bar area. Again, this is limited to the Havana guest suites, so you must be in a guest suite at the Havana Suites in order to enjoy this area. Now, the benefit is there's never a crowd here, and you also have a private pool out here in the Havana Suites as well, as you can see straight ahead. Cal Reynolds, just for Havana guests. And this is the private Havana pool with the infinity edge. Now the other upside to booking Havana Suite, we'll see just on the other side, is the Havana Suites also all have private balconies with loungers, so that if you don't want to leave this area to lay out in the sun, you don't have to. Now the downside to these suites is while you do have these amazing terraces on each one of the staterooms, as well as a private area to lay out, as you can see, anybody who has a Havana suite can walk by your cabin. So if you're doing anything you don't want anybody to see, make sure you keep those cabin doors closed. And that is the Havana Suites aboard the Carnival Mardi Gras. We will head back into the public area. And there is Deb Wright as we make our way out of the Havana Bar, we will find ourselves coming into the Grand Central area of the cruise ship. The Carnival Mardi Gras is separated into zones, and this is the Grand Central zone. Now, the reason we didn't start at the atrium of the cruise ship, where we start most of our videos and where guest services is because the atrium on board the Mardi Gras is quite different than any other cruise ship. The atrium is actually on the side of the ship, and as you can see, it has these giant windows for you to watch the day go by. And in the evening, they actually cover these with state-of-the-art screens, and this becomes one of the show lounges on board. And we'll cut away right now and show you just a little bit of that. So that's the show lounge in the evening, and we'll continue to walk forward. And on deck 8 of the lobby area, you will find 2 great places to eat. First is the Banzai Teppanyaki. And this is a Japanese steakhouse where they cook the food right at your table. Now, this facility is not included in the price of your ticket, and reservations are required. So in order to guarantee you get a reservation, make sure you go to carnival.com before your voyage. And then we have Banzai Sushi, one of the best sushi places anywhere, in my opinion. I travel everywhere, and I gotta tell you, this is my favorite sushi house on the planet. The sushi is not included in your price of your ticket. However, it's also not expensive, with the average being about $5 per sushi roll. Very fresh and very nice. Next, we have your Front Street gallery for jewelry, starting with the watch shop. And if you're like me and collect watches, jewelry on board, watches and regular jewelry, is duty-free, which means you're not going to pay any taxes, including the taxes the government charge for manufacturing. So you typically can get jewelry on board a cruise ship much less expensive than you'll find it anywhere else. Hello.
Hello.
And then we have your standard jewelry store for that someone special in your life, or if you just want to treat yourself. Everything from inexpensive jewelry all the way up to $10,000 diamonds and more. Lots of people buy jewelry here on board the cruise ship because of the great prices and great quality. Then we have your midship elevators. Next, we're coming into your Pixels gallery. As you walk around the cruise ship, and even when you're boarding and unloading from the cruise ship, you will find photographers taking your picture. Here you can actually look through the photos that were taken of you and purchase them. They are not very expensive. And here on almost all the ships, you'll find one of the best values in the fleet. And on most of the ships, you can buy these great panoramics for only $10. And there is a shop as well that will show you some of the photo-related memorabilia and photo albums you can buy to go with that great photo that you've purchased. Again, we are on deck 8, walking forward. This is your internet cafe as well as Pixels gallery. You can use these iPads to view all of your photos. Now we're coming into the Italian portion of the cruise ship, starting with Cucina di Capitano. This restaurant on board the Vista is totally free for lunch or dinner. Good afternoon. A lot of the ships in the Carnival fleet, you'll find this restaurant, it's only free at lunch and there's an extra charge at dinner. Not so on the Mardi Gras. On the Mardi Gras, it is free all the time, included in the price of your ticket. Reservations are strongly suggested on carnival.com, but you can usually find a reservation available on board as well. Hello. And there's your cooks. Tossing the fine food. And they'll head back out to deck 8.
So only one thing, there is no charge for dinner here.
That's what I said.
Yeah, nobody said there is a charge. Yeah, there is a charge, but now it's no charge.
Right, that's what I said.
Have you been here?
Not yet. No.
So what are you waiting for?
I make Italian food at home. I'm Italian.
You should try, no?
And outside the Italian restaurant, you'll find the Bar della Rosa. And as we continue our way aft, you'll find your 24-hour pizzeria. Now, not only can you get pizza here 24 hours for free, you can also use the app on board to have it delivered anywhere on the ship, whether it be your cabin, or even while you're lounging out by a lounge chair somewhere else, they will find you. Now, delivery for pizza is $5. Then we have our panini grill. The paninis are also included in the price of your trip. These are not deliverable. You do have to come to the grill in order to get a panini. Hi, honey. We'll continue walking to the rear of the ship. That is Deb Wright, one of our guests. We'll continue walking deck 8 aft. And here you will find Rudy's Sea Grill. Almost walked right by it. This restaurant there is a charge for. It is not included in your cruise fare, but some of the great fish on board. Again, reservations are required on carnival.com. Rudy's Sea Grill, celebrity restaurant on board the Carnival Mardi Gras. As we work our way aft a little more, you'll find the Carnival Adventures desk. This is where you will purchase and view your shore excursions on board. They also have some products that you can purchase that will help your shore excursion go even smoother. And this is why we did not start in the atrium at guest services where we normally start. Guest services here is actually located on deck 8 all the way in the back of the ship. Guest services where you'll come if you have any issues at all that you need help with on board, whether it be checking your balance or really anything. They are your communication with all of the different areas of the ship and can help you with whatever you need. And here we have Summer Landing. Right at the entrance of the Summer Landing, you'll find your duty-free and tax-free liquors on board. Now, when you purchase a liquor on board, you don't just take it back to your stateroom. You purchase it and then they deliver it to you on the very last morning of the cruise. That way it keeps you from drinking it on board. This is the Pagan Anchor. Great food at the Pagan Anchor. And right next to the Pagan Anchor, we have the Heroes Bar. And while you don't have to be a veteran to be at the Heroes Bar, this is an area dedicated to our military veteran and not from the armed forces of every country. And there is live entertainment here at the Pagan Anchor. Outside on deck 8, you will find one of the aft pool layout areas. It is. Hello. And we will go back in now and we will meet you one deck down on deck 7.
She knows that it's me, they don't come to see.
Welcome back. We are now at deck 7 and we're going to start on the aft or rear side of the ship, starting with the Palm Restaurant. This is the second floor of the Palm restaurant. We're not going to go inside here because they are getting cleaned up for lunch, but we will show you the Palm downstairs, which is the main side of the restaurant. And I'll start this over again. Welcome back. We are now on deck 7 aft in the back of the ship. Here they have another Dreams studio. This is where you can buy those one-on-one photographs that will be great and make memories of your trip. Nice lounge area there. We also have the Steakhouse, the Fahrenheit Steakhouse.
Yeah.
Hello.
Steakhouse.
This is the Fahrenheit 555. Now the Steakhouse is not included in the price of your cruise. However, it's a very small fee of about $40 and literally includes a 5-star dining experience, filet mignon, lobster, and it's just a much more relaxed feel. And definitely every time I've been in the Fahrenheit Steakhouse, no matter what ship it's been on, it has been one of the best experiences on board the cruise ship. And while there are lots of places to dine here that are upscale on board the Carnival Mardi Gras, you definitely don't want to miss the Steakhouse. It's a staple of Carnival Cruise and you will really enjoy it. Matter of fact, here's a sample of the menu. Thank you. And we will continue working our way forward on this amazing ship. And you can see Emerald's Bistro, that is one level down. We'll be going by there in just a couple of minutes and show you Emerald Lagasse's food here on board. And this is the Alchemy Bar. If you've never been to the Alchemy Bar, it's where they mix chemistry with drinks.
So just move your hand like this.
Oh,
Down. Bring your hand here.
Okay. Ready?
Yeah.
So, but then, and then don't squeeze it, be very gentle, and then you squeeze it just in. Don't be scared of the fire.
Okay, stop. Let me help you.
they tried. Very upscale drinks.
It's so fast.
This is also where you'll find gay and lesbian meetups on board the ship as well as at the Alchemy Bar. So check the Fun Times or your Fun Hub app, and you'll find the times and locations for the Alchemy Bar. Now this is a great area on board Carnival Cruise Lines. Lots of the ships get a bad rap for not having Luff logo gear. The Carnival Mardi Gras actually has a shop designed specifically for all of your Carnival Mardi Gras and Carnival Cruise Line merchandise. And they actually have 2 different shops for it. And this is all Carnival logo items. A lot of ships get a bad rap because they have shops that really don't have many logo items. But here on Carnival, on the Mardi Gras, you will find lots of them. And straight ahead, mid-ship, we have the casino. We'll go through there in just a moment. But before that, let's get a second floor view of the Mardi Gras Atrium. And again, this becomes a great show lounge at night. But during the day, just a fantastic place to sit and relax and have a great view of the ocean. We'll backtrack just a couple feet and we will go through the Mardi Gras Casino. One of the biggest casinos I've seen on the sea. A great place to do something that I personally have never done in here and win some money. If you're like me, it's a great place to donate some money. But lots of great machines, table games, stairs to go upstairs, back to deck 8 if you need to. They do have an elite section where you can sign up for the Carnival Elite card, which is free of charge and keeps track of your play. And with your play, we'll give you free items, even free cruises. There's a great bar. This is also one of the smoking areas on board the ship. And then we will come out on the other side. this is the ladies and men's room, and one of the problems we have found on board is exactly what this lady is doing. You have to push a button to open the door, but the doors stay open way too long. And on a lot of the restrooms, you can actually see inside while people are using the restroom, and it's a big complaint here on the Mardi Gras. I hope that they do something about it soon. Now we will make our way into the Mardi Gras Theater. Again, we are deck 7 forward. After you folks. This door should not be open since it's a crew door.
I guess we'll wait.
Should be open. They're just very heavy doors. These are fire doors on board, so they're very heavy doors. And as we go into the show lounge, you'll see that it is theater style.
Do what?
We're not quite open at the moment. We're still getting ready, I'm afraid.
Okay.
Sorry. And as we walk into the show lounge, you'll see that this is a theater style show lounge. They are getting ready for a show right now. But lots of room to sit here in the show lounge on board the Mardi Gras. You'll never miss a fantastic show. All right, let's make our way back out. And next we will explore deck 6, which is the lowest level on board the Carnival Mardi Gras. That is a public space. All of the rest of the floors are going to be your cabin staterooms, with the exception of deck 16 up above, which we'll also be going to. That will show you all the pool area and the outdoor restaurants and all of that fun stuff. So we'll see you in a second on deck 6. Okay, this is deck 6. We are in the forward portion of the ship, and the first thing we'll find is a crew member working out. This is the gym on board. It's open to everybody. Thank you. State-of-the-art workout center where you can run on a treadmill and have one of the greatest views at sea. Lots of equipment. This is included in the price of your voyage, so you're welcome to use this. Opens early in the morning, stays open late in the evening. Lots and lots of equipment for you to use, very well maintained. Thank you, sir.
Welcome, welcome.
And then directly across the hall, we have your Cloud9 Spa. Let's figure out how to get in. Thank you. Just making a little video. This is the Cloud9 Spa. Everything from haircuts to massages to pretty much anything else you want to pamper yourself on board. This is the Cloud9 Deck 6 in the forward area of the ship. Thank you. And that is the downstairs of the Mardi Gras Theater, which is still not open. The theater we just looked at from the second floor. Then we will walk through here and find something really cool. Now, if you're familiar with the story of the Mardi Gras, the Carnival Mardi Gras was Carnival's very first ship back in 1972. Little fun fact, when Mickey Arison bought the Carnival Corporation and bought the Mardi Gras, it did run aground on its very first voyage. Took them 4 days to get it off of the sandbar. But there is the new Mardi Gras, what it would look like if it sat side by side with the Carnival Mardi Gras from 1972. We back up just a couple feet. We have the Punchliner Comedy Club.
We do have a private function going on, sorry. I can like
Try this again. If we back up just a few feet, you will find the Punchliner Comedy Club. Has a private function going on right now, so we can't go inside, but this is where you'll find your great comedians on board. Maybe we can get a look through the window. This is the Punchliner Comedy Club. And we'll head around the other side. And you will find your piano bar. The piano bar comes alive at night. Typically not much going on there during the day, but this is a great area to have sing-alongs at night. The piano is live, does take requests, sings all of your favorite tunes, everything from Billy Joel to, well, you name it. And it is a sing-along bar where everybody comes here and sings along at the top of their lungs. And I will try to insert a piece of that right here. And that is the piano bar. Coming back into Grand Central area, again, that is the Atrium area located in the middle of the ship. We are again on deck 6 at the moment. Got a nice area for just sit and relax. This is where you're going to find Java Blue Cafe. This is where you can get some great snacks as well as your gourmet coffees, as well as milkshakes and coffees. And milkshakes are included if you buy the cheer package. And you can even put alcohol in your coffee. It does count if you buy the Cheers package as one of your alcoholic beverages for the day. But lots of great things here. Before we go on into the candy shop, we will show you the main Atrium stage. And again, this is a great area, the main social area of the cruise ship. This Atrium is so different than any other Atriums on board Carnival, as during the day you can look out these giant windows and watch the day go by. And again, in the evening, if you notice, these pillars are LEDs and have pictures on them. In the evenings, these extend completely across the stage and become a stage show at night. But what a great area Carnival has done with this, different than any other cruise ship at sea. This really does become a really popular area at night. The stage shows are absolutely phenomenal that they do here. And then next, here in Grand Central, just off the Atrium, you'll find Cherry on Top. If you have a sweet tooth, and everybody on board comes in here eventually, this is Cherry on Top for you to buy all of your sweets.
Hello, you guys. Hi, how are you?
Yes.
Then we come upon the French Quarter. In the French Quarter, you have a great bar, which we frequent regularly. Now this bar is great because this bar just makes traditional drinks, pretty much anything you can imagine. A lot of the bars on board the Carnival Mardi Gras are themed bars where you have to buy specific type drinks. This is the Brass Magnolia. And then depending on what restaurant you're in and what dining you have, straight here, just a little bit forward of the Atrium on deck 6 is your Flamingo restaurant. This will be your dinner restaurant. There are 2 on board. We're going to show you the other dinner restaurant in just a few minutes. But if you're in the Flamingo, this will be the restaurant that you'll be dining at. Personally, I prefer the Palm restaurant on the back of the ship. It's much bigger, a little brighter. I just prefer the Palm. So if you're assigned to this dining room, if you ask your maitre d' and you'd rather be in the Palm, just ask the maitre d' and I'm sure they can move you. I believe this dining room is more set for the your time dining guests as opposed to the guests who have early or late seating, where the Palm is just the opposite. It's either early seating or late seating will be done in the Palm restaurant. The food is the same in both restaurants. I just prefer the feel of the Palm a little better. So now we're just walking to the other side of the ship, to the starboard side of the ship. If you look ahead, we just came from there. There is the Grand Atrium. We just came down a different hallway, so I'm backtracking just a little bit. Just to show you what was happening on this side of the cruise ship. So again, there is the main Atrium. with the windows. Cherry on top is directly across the hallway. We had just gone down that hallway there. So we'll start down this hallway. First you'll find gold by the inch. Great deal on gold. It is plated gold and guaranteed for life. So if it wears out or anything happens to it on your next Carnival ship, you can get it replaced. Then we have another small jewelry shop, as well as some purses. I know my wife was really looking forward to getting a purse on board here, but the only purses she could find were black purses, so we didn't understand that. Ladies, let me know what you think of that in the description, but on board the entire ship we could only find black purses. And here we have the Hip Fish Beauty and Fragrances. Again, this is all tax and duty free, so typically you could buy them cheaper here than you can back at home. When we walk a little further back, we'll find another watch store, the Invicta Watches. Very popular watches at sea. I have several Invictas myself. If you watch my videos and you see my studio, you see my vast watch collection. Almost all of them I've gotten on board, and you can never go wrong with an Invicta. They're priced very reasonably and lots of styles for everybody. Here we have the Fortune Teller Bar. Now this is one of those specialty bars I was telling you about. You can't just order any drinks here. So when you come, ask what drinks they have. They'll tell you whether or not it's a drink that you can get here. Like for instance, my wife wanted a Mai Tai yesterday and she couldn't get it at this bar. And there's also a lounge here as well. In the evening, there's almost always live entertainment right here in this corner. We have found a gentleman who plays the guitar and sings and just does an absolutely fantastic job. Next, we're coming into Emerald's Bistro. Now, if you like New Orleans and you like Emerald Lagasse, the famous chef, Emerald's Bistro has some of the greatest food on board the cruise ship. Now, again, this is a reservation restaurant, so you do want to make your reservations on Carnival.com, and it is not included in the price of your cruise fare. Reservations are strongly recommended here as they do sell out quickly. Hello. And that is Emerald Lagasse's restaurant. Bistro 1396. And next we have something really cool that you won't find on any other cruise ship. And this is the Carnival Kitchen. So if you don't know how to cook or you just want to become a better cook, you can cook right alongside with one of our chefs here on Carnival with the Carnival Kitchen. Now reservations are required here. They do sell out very quickly. So as soon as you know you're booking a cruise, you want to come online at Carnival.com and book here to be a culinary expert here on the Carnival Mardi Gras. Thank you very much.
Welcome, sir. See you around.
They are just finishing up a demonstration class, which is why they're all in here cleaning. I tried to get here while it was still going on, but the tour is taking a little longer than I thought. This is the Palm restaurant. Now this is the restaurant that I told you that I actually prefer. I dine in the Palm, and the service and staff are absolutely fantastic.
Good afternoon, welcome.
Thank you. Now here's where you're going to find your early and late seating dinners to be served. And the 360-degree views outside are just phenomenal. We'll take a quick walk around. I'll even show you where my table is here on the Carnival Mardi Gras. Hello. But what a wonderful restaurant. They are just finishing brunch. Now the reason the windows are closed right now is because the sun is shining and they don't want it to get in anybody's eyes. But in the evening they do open up these windows and the view is just phenomenal. Where else can you have dinner with that view? And this is actually my table where I've been having breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. And that is deck 6. That's the conclusion of the inside portion of the Carnival Mardi Gras, where you're going to find all of your areas where you're going to wander the ship and have a good time. Now your Lido deck on the Mardi Gras is going to run decks 16 and 17 and 18. We're going to start with an area that, well, considering its popularity on most cruise ships, I find it's a little bit hidden here on the Mardi Gras, starting with Guy's Burger Joint. So Guy's Burger Joint is here on the back of the ship. You've got to go through the elevators in order to get to it, in its own little area. Now the good news is, because of that, you're going to find that there's never really a line here at Guy's like there is on most ships. This is, obviously, if you've traveled on Carnival, you know, one of the most requested places to eat anywhere on board. It is Guy Fieri celebrity chef's recipes, and Guy's Burger Joint is a staple on board Carnival ships. Now, even though this Guy's Burgers is a little out of the way, it's also a lot bigger than most of the ships as well. So you can actually find plenty of places to sit and eat and enjoy your burgers. Now, also up on the rear deck, on deck 17, is where you're going to find your Circle C and Camp Carnivals. We're not going to go in there because we don't show kids on our channel, but you'll also find the warehouse. And it was a great idea to put the warehouse arcade right by the kids centers. Now that's air hot Great arcade center. One of the largest I've seen as well on board Carnival. Now the arcade games are additional, they're not free. And then we will walk out on deck to the Lido deck.
I know that's what you want to do because you've been wanting to go up there.
Now, one of the neat things on Carnival, some people love it, some people hate it, is a lot of the doors don't open automatically. You actually have to touch these green buttons to get the doors open. So this is deck 17.
No one has ever looked this cool doing the Viper Shuffle before. Come on, kick it out. Hey! Oh! Wow! Hey, now everyone, be this guy.
Now, since we're on the back of the ship, we'll stay on the back for a moment. And we'll actually go upstairs to the ultimate playground. Here you'll find your basketball courts, as well as your walk-through. But here you will also find the most amazing thing on any Carnival cruise, and that is the Bolt roller coaster. I'm not sure if she's running right now. And here also you'll find the legendary Carnival Fluke. I'm not sure if Bolt is open at the moment. And then back right behind Bolt, you'll find the kids' water park and water slides. Here you'll also find the putt-putt golf, which is included in the price of your cruise. And it's a great idea putting the putt-putt golf back here. On many of the ships, they're on the highest deck on the ship, where it's actually very windy. And most people don't play it because of that. And there's the boat. There she is again. Now, believe it or not, it may not look very fast, but I promise you, when you are on the boat, it is extremely fast. And as you can see, it's actually not very loud. Now, one thing I was worried about when they told me they were going to put a roller coaster on board a cruise ship is that people would get drunk, ride the roller coaster, and then, you know, throw up one of the people down below. I am here to tell you that if you have been drinking, you are not allowed on the roller coaster. So if you intend on riding the boat, don't be drinking first. Some great clamshells for you to sit and enjoy the day. And again, you'll find the overhead obstacle course. It is free, included in the price of your admission. And believe it or not, it's harder than you think. Then we're on the back of the basketball courts. Now, if you've ridden some of the modern ships of Carnival, you may or may not ever have noticed those smokestacks, the white ones with the red lines. I'm not sure what the function of them here on board is, but if you look at the original Mardi Gras from back in 1972, Carnival's very first ship, they had those smokestacks as well. So we're back down, and you'll see the swirl ice cream. Again, right now we're on deck 17. Bar here on 17, the Red Frog Tiki Bar. Going to go up there, but up those stairs directly in front of us you will find the Serenity Deck, very similar to this, except it is 21 and over, and you can't really hear the music very loud back there, so it's a very place to have a more quiet deck experience.
Come on, who's there? Got the ground. Oh, sir! Oh, wow! I didn't know we had the magic mic show over there. I did not pay for this. Oh my gosh! Wow!
Now, it's not always this loud down here.
Get it, sir!
This is the Groove for St. Jude show. This is a fundraiser for St. Jude.
Come on! Last time.
And down here on the pool deck, you'll have your seafood shack. Now, the seafood shack is additional. It's not included in the price of your fare.
Lido Deck, make some noise! Thank you guys so much for joining us for Groove for St. Jude. Give it up for the fun squad and DJ Trav in the house. And our dancers. You guys are great.
You also have the Fries Center where you can get French fries. These are included in the price of the cruise. And then we have the beef and tofu. Also, it is included in the price of your cruise. Sure, I'll try one. No spice, please. Thank you. Let's try one of these real quick. I have not had the opportunity to try this, so let's give it a quick try. It's actually really good. And then we also have the chamois kebab, also included in the price of your fare. Hello. Thank you. This area is also known as Street Eats.
And just letting everyone know, we have raised over $5,000 for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. Shout out to everyone who donated. Thank you so much. And shout out to Scott for his happy birthday. Shout out to all the birthdays in the house.
Next, we're going to go into the Lido Marketplace. This is your buffet dining on board. Of course, it is included in the price of your fare. Now, we are between lunch and dinner, so most of them are going to be closed. But this will come alive again in about 45 minutes with lots of fantastic food. Plenty of places to dine right along the windows. Enjoy the wonderful ocean. Hello. Now, right now, as COVID is just starting to wind up, masks are required in the Lido dining area. Of course, when you sit down to eat, you're welcome to take them off.
That's right. That's right.
It looks like some of the buffets might still be open, so let's take a look. It looks like we still have some brunch items out. Hey guys!
A bratwurst and
Looks like we still have some brunch items out.
a beef fry.
Some nice salads. Some desserts. Gelato. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. But it does look good.
Thank you.
And some buffets with some carved meats. And since it looks like that is the only buffet open at the moment, it's rather crowded. So we'll keep walking to the back. And this is another popular area on board. Shaq. You know Shaq, the basketball player. It's Shaq's Big Chicken Experience. Shaq's Big Chicken. And the big chicken is included in the price of your cruise fare. Boy, does that look good. And when you're eating here, you got to be careful because there is definitely chicken crossing. Cool. Thank you. And then here you'll find another infinity pool that is open to the public. Right here on the back of the ship, along with two great hot tubs. So that is the outdoor common areas here on the Carnival Mardi Gras. As always, before you go, make sure you hit that subscribe button, click the little bell notification, that way YouTube will let you know every time we upload a great new video. Hopefully I'll see all of you very soon up on the Lido deck.